Welcome to the Play World Cup. I'm James.
And I'm Jason.
And I'm getting progressively more enthusiastic as the night goes on. But welcome to the Play World Cup.
Too enthusiastic, some would say.
Just a reminder, if you'd like to sponsor us or make a donation, head to the website, playworldcup.com.au, hit the big shiny donate button. But we are bringing you a match, Desura versus Film Victoria. This is the second game, and this is actually to stay in the cup.
Yeah, that's right. So this is at the moment tied 8th and 9th playing each other. So of course only the top 8 teams go through. And so we have Desura versus Film Vic battling it out. So the first game going to Film Victoria. So Desura, it's another do or die.
Yep, absolutely. Wait, did you say first one went to Film Victoria?
Yes.
First one went to Desura.
What?
So this is for the win. This is for Desura's right to stay in the tournament.
Oh, wow. Well, it's not a do or die.
No, it is a do and win.
Or do and...
It's do or die for Film Victoria. I guess what I'm trying to say is that Desura are in the lead position here. We have Desura here. This is the yellow Protoss Xant. We also have the orange Terran Henley.
We do. For Film Victoria, who it is do or die for, we have Bones, the teal Terran, and his partner will be Woodz, the blue Protoss. I would just like to jump back to here, where we were talking about it being do or die for Desura. And I said, I guess it wasn't do or die. It's do or not do for right now, but then do later in Game 3 if they lose this one. So it still kind of works for a do or die situation. There's just a pause in the middle. Like do, and then don't, and then it could be die.
And for Film Victoria, it's don't do and do die. Or not do and don't die.
Don't do what Dunny don't does.
I got a headache. This is the worst intro ever.
I don't know, it's pretty good.
Pretty good or terrible?
You be the judge.
I will be the judge.
Excellent. But so once again, we are seeing a nice early probe scout from Xant coming through, just checking the happenings of Film Victoria's base, making sure that we're not seeing any super early cheese or anything like that. And nice little circle here.
I like to see he's writing his name with waypoints.
That would be good.
His name is
It's a sweet name. I would also appreciate if you did a love heart waypoint. You know, it'd be nice.
Just dance around.
Yeah, that's right.
In the meantime, though, we do see a tactically placed...
Is it tactically placed, though? It's behind the smoke. I don't think Bones is actually going to see those rocks. Oh, no.
No, we can. Tactical. Yeah,
I'll take it all back.
That's good. That's a good spot.
Good spot.
Means that he cannot be surprised by rock explosions.
Backdoor shenanigans.
Why do you always got to go there? Always with the backdoor shenanigans. First place you jump to.
Oh, God.
In the meantime, though, we see a bunker going up as well as a tech lab, so we may see some marauders.
Yeah, we could be seeing Marine Marauder, possibly some Reapers. There's some cliffs that those Reapers can jump up.
Yeah, this map's actually really good for Reapers.
Yeah, up in the back rock area, it is. But occasionally I'll
back to the back door. Right, 20 seconds pause, and we're right back.
I said back rocks. It should be noted, Your Honour. But yeah, so Reapers here, if you're attacking the front, not always the best because you've only got this tiny little section, and generally most teams keep their army here at the front, so they can see the Reaper jump up and then just run their army up into the mineral line and take care of business.
Interesting.
But we are seeing a nice early Stalker scout as well coming from Xant, just doing a poke. They're probably going to run back home. Did what he needed to do, saw what he needed to see. Going to retreat back home.
So I find it kind of interesting that no one has yet claimed ownership of the Xel'Naga watchtowers on the map.
Well.
There it is.
And
Woodz is doing me proud.
Oh, this fella's going for a little bit of a scout.
Excellent. Now, Xel'Naga watchtower is really great way to get early information about push, timings.
Yep.
Whether something's coming at the 6.5, 7 minute mark.
Yeah.
You've got the Xel'Naga watchtower right close, especially on this map because it's so well positioned in front of people's bases.
Yeah.
It is inevitable that you will see something coming and have time to respond, to build things, to shore up your defenses.
Definitely.
So very important, I think, on this map. And though Woodz has that back Xel'Naga watchtower, that doesn't quite give you enough vision to be able to see when something's coming. Like, by the time you see it, it would be halfway across the map. virtually on top of you already.
Still better than no vision.
Oh, absolutely.
But another two, it's great to also grab these two side towers for this map, just because, although we are seeing a little poke here from Woodz getting warped in here on his two proxy pylons. But yeah, these two middle ones, they sort of overlap each other, and because they're not on the traditional attack path, so you can sort of sometimes keep units there like hidden for a long time as well. So
and they're also
keep vision of that map.
And they're kind of protected a little, aren't they? By there's kind of like the rings of vents around them too. So you only can see units that are in there once you've jumped in there yourself.
You have to get right on top of them.
Absolutely. So we do see now a couple of interesting tech options here. We're seeing a few Immortals come out courtesy of Xant. We're also seeing a Robo Bay.
We're also seeing a nice big Marine Marauder force getting produced here by Bones. So we have got the 4 gates for Woodz. So I would be interested in seeing, we did see Stim just finished. So I wonder if they're going to go for a bit of a Stim timing push with that 4 gate push. But I don't know whether we're going to see that, but it could work really well. Although the bunker might prove just a little bit too much hassle to deal with if they're going to try and break through all of that.
At the moment we're seeing pretty even army spread here, just jumping off to that tab. Really nobody pushing out too early here, no one kind of committing too heavily to their army forces, just a nice gradual build as well as teching.
It's quite even on both teams, really.
Yeah, not a lot of supply difference either.
No.
So right now, just everyone's sort of biding their time. We did see a little bit of an early push with Woodz and his Stalkers, but they just seem to be chilling out at the moment, kind of darting back and forward between the proxy pylons and the gateway.
Yeah.
And the Xel'Naga Watchtower, I should say.
So we have got Woodz putting up a lot of pylons around the map, just to, I suppose this is good positioning for the pylons here, to watch for any expansions. And he's got a couple of pylons back here, so just in case Desura broke down their own backdoor rocks and then tried to sneak up the side there. So he's got, you know, with these Stalkers at the front here as well. So Film Victoria with complete vision of the map.
We're just doing dancing back and forward there with these Stalkers, just trying to kind of tempt fate a little bit. Maybe snipe a few units or, you know, get a supply depot or two there. But so far, it looks like Desura is relatively defended here.
Yeah, they're definitely well defended. And we are seeing Colossus as well. So that would explain why Bones is starting to produce those Vikings. So spotting the Colossus, realising they want to get that Viking number up.
Absolutely. We also see the Thermal Lance upgrade coming from Xant. So those Colossus are going to have extremely long range attack. When they're upgraded.
There we go.
And so the Viking, absolutely essential to have out once those Colossus numbers start getting really high.
Yeah, you don't want them getting in a big ball. That's when they start getting really dangerous.
The thing about the Colossus too is that because of those high, spindly, giraffe type legs, they can walk over the top. And so in terms of like putting together a big death ball of units, they don't sit awkwardly at the back or the front. They can literally sit on top of everything else.
They go where they want. Yeah, that's right. So the Colossus always are going to be in range to fire, which is great, because a lot of the times you get your big power units that get stuck at the back of your army, like the poor old Immortal, always stuck at the back of the army, never doing what he needs to do. But the Colossus don't suffer that same problem. And we are now seeing that Xant has spotted these proxy pylons once he was dropping that expansion, so taking care of those. But Woodz building up a bit of a force back here while also expanding himself.
So the expansions on this map are actually quite interesting because they're a very long way away from your main base. Kind of staggered off to the left or right, depending on whether you're on top or bottom.
Yep.
But it means you have to kind of switch your positioning of your army from being at your front ramp to sort of a bit further down and sort of halfway in between those two bases. So it sort of spreads you a little thin. It can make you vulnerable depending on where your army stands to timed attacks either to the left or the right.
I think if you've got a fast mobile army, you're really going to do... It's going to help you a lot on this map. Just because, like you were saying, these Stalkers walked in on the side there, so that means they've got to pull their army back from the front. They can now sort of run away and escape. And if you had the backdoor rocks down, the other army could go down there.
Oh, but it looks like they're running up the top ramp here, which may leave them a little stranded. If they don't have Blink, they have really nowhere to go. And
Woodz
has
just
actually realised this. He can't get up the ramp back into his main base. There's nowhere really for him to go. He's got no Blink, so he
needs to commit to this and just try and... He could actually snipe this Colossus really well right now.
He's going to play hide and seek. Just, if I'm in the corner, no one will see me, and I can just sort of chill until they go away.
Bones now, that is a lot of Marines too against these Colossus, which could melt them. But no, Woodz now has lost those Stalkers, getting totally cornered. And now this force from Desura actually is looking very, very scary in a prime position.
Here comes Bones as well.
Bones' army is way out of position.
It's walking single file. It needs to get back into position.
Only 2 Vikings as well. We'd probably want to see about 4 to 6 Vikings to deal with these Colossus. Those Colossus melting away those Marines, absolutely. Henley's army also taking a lot of that damage and leaving those Colossus free at the back to just do their range damage that they need to do. So
yeah, those force fields really did the difference there, separating the Marauders and the Marines from the Colossus and just allowing them a number of free shots with that massive range they have, and they are just getting absolutely melted. So it looks like Desura could claim a second game victory and take their place in the final 8 of the Play World Cup.
It is very much looking like that. I don't think Film Victoria is going to have enough to deal with these. We still see that Xant has both of those initial Colossus, so Desura for the win. Bones calling the GG there. And so that will mean that Desura will advance into the quarterfinals of the Play World Cup, and we will be saying goodbye to Film Victoria.
Yeah, Film Victoria have played fantastically. Just unfortunately outplayed here today. Caught by those really well-placed force fields, and just kind of got stuck there a little bit. But really well played. Really want to thank the guys from Film Victoria for playing.
It's probably also worth pointing out that if you haven't already watched the Film Victoria versus CBS game from this week, you probably should check that out.
Definitely.
It was a fun game. We don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, definitely check that out, and you should see how the Film Victoria guys go against CBS.
They were unusually good in that game.
Unusually good.
Very unusually good.
Like, high level unusually good. But no, it was great. Great game. But,
so there's the GG from Xant. Yeah, it looks like Bones has got a lone planetary fortress there.
I don't think it's going to be enough for this gigantic force from Xant and Henley. And there we go. So we see Woodz has left the game. So that is officially that. And we say goodbye to Film Victoria.
Great. Well, thanks very much for watching. Make sure you check us out at Twitter at PlayWorldCup, or on Facebook at facebook.com/PlayWorldCup.
Mm-hmm.
You
always stuff that up, man.
Never get that
Come
one
on,
right.
5 weeks. Come on.
Well, thanks very much for watching, and we will catch you